Hey guys, welcome back. Sephora sale talk today. I'm really excited for this video because the Sephora sale is one of my favorites every year. It's a really good time to stock up on products that you just absolutely love or things that you have been maybe eyeing because it is a tiered sale. So your percentage off is going to vary based on what status you are at in Sephora, and you're really gonna see those benefits if you're a Rouge member, even if you are VIB. So I will get into all of those details in a minute, but do make sure you click the subscribe button if you're new here. I put up 3 videos a week, and I also have a lot of good giveaways that I've been doing lately. I love doing them here on YouTube. They're so much fun, so I have a lot more planned. But as far as this video, so Sephora has this tiered sale. There are a couple differences if you've ever heard of a tiered sale between like this one and the Nordstrom sale, for example. So on the 14th, you will be able to shop 20% off with a specific discount code on Sephora's website. That is only for Rouge members. I'll put the details up on the screen here, a little graphic that kind of explains it, but you do have to be a Rouge member, like, or have a Rouge status within Sephora's website. VIB is the next step down, and then Insider is actually, you could go on Sephora's website right now and create an account and you would have Insider status. So Rouge is what starts first, and they're actually doing it a little different this year. So if you're a Rouge member, you get 20% off with their special discount code. I don't believe that at the time of filming this they have released what the discount code is going to be, but you will get 20% off for 4 days until the sale opens up to VIB members. Now, you will continue to get that 20% off, but you do get that kind of like exclusivity, and also you're gonna get like first pick at stock if you are Rouge those first 4 days. Starting on the 18th this year, that's the biggest change. Both VIB and Insider status are going to be able to get either 15% off or 10% off, again, just based on your status. You can log into your account and see what your status is. But I do like that they're actually allowing VIB and Insider to shop at the same time, but your just discount is actually different based on your status. Now, the one thing that I don't like about this sale, and this is because I've been guilty about doing this before, is you have to type in the discount code. It is not automatic. It's the same for everyone, Rouge members, VIB, and Insider. But if you forget, you don't get any discount. And I have been so guilty of that before, is I will go, I'll have my cart ready to go, I'll check out, and I'll just think because it's the sale that the discount code is already applied, and it is not. So make sure, again, I will put it in the description bar when I see what it is, and also in the comment section when I see online, but at the time of filming this, I just don't think they've released like what the actual discount code is. So 20%, 15%, or 10%, the code is the same. The only thing I do want to say before we actually share products is I have never had issues with stock at Sephora, like in the history of me shopping the sale, and I want to say this is like maybe year 3 or 4 for me, but every single time, without fail, shipping is definitely a lot more. What I find most beneficial, just because you never know what stock is like in stores, I will buy online and either have it shipped to the store if I want it a little bit quicker. Sometimes I find that's quicker, or I will buy online and do store pickup. But if you are just doing regular shipping, it is definitely going to take a lot longer to get. But at least my store, we have a very, very, very small Sephora, so they don't have as much stock as maybe some other stores have. So that's kind of just the sale details. Again, I've had the graphic up on the screen while I've been talking about it, but it is just such a good time to really stock up on things that you love. For hair products, that's what I'm gonna start with. I think it just goes without saying, the Dyson is definitely a hot item every single year on the sale, and one of my favorite items that I own. I bought mine December of 2020. Prior to, actually, they have made a ton of improvements. I think now everyone gets a long wand. I think you only have like one wand for curls, and you're able to change the direction based on the top. I think they have a lot more color options now. They only had 2 when I purchased mine, but literally every single week that I have washed my hair, times that I have curled my hair, given myself a blowout, straightened it, like, I absolutely love the Dyson. So I do have a couple videos where I believe I've like shared how I curl my hair with the Dyson, but I do also have a comparison video if you are still unsure of the Dyson and you want to kind of know the Shark, like the Shark Flex Styler, kind of what I think about the two. I'm not going to be discussing those in this video because I do have a different one on the review of those, but personally, I would purchase the Dyson over the Shark if if it was just up to those two options. And it is on the Sephora sale. As long as it's in stock, I would say that's like the one thing that I always see go out of stock. T3 is another brand that I am so in love with. I think that their stuff is just incredible. I've been, let's see, maybe 2018 or 2019, like exclusive hot tool wise, apart from my Dyson, to T3. I have so many of their straighteners, their curling irons. They have different attachments. They have different sets where you can kind of mix and match now. I love the brand entirely. I've never found a product that I purchased from them that I was like, it's mediocre at best. I find that theirs make my hair last all the time. For instance, it is Monday when I'm filming this. I have not touched up my hair not one time. And this was Saturday morning's like waves. I went for a very loose wave and this is what I have. I mean, it looked just like this on Saturday when I did it, and it was raining like cats and dogs when I did it. And it's Monday evening and we are still sitting here with the same waves. So I love T3. This straightener is one of my top favorites. I also have a top favorite curling iron for theirs, but I'll link some of my favorites like just from the brand entirely in the description bar below. But anything from this brand, you absolutely cannot fail with. Another brand that I just genuinely love for hair that I am actually gonna stock up on majorly for through the sale. I'm not sure exactly like if they have everything that they have on the website, but Living Proof products. I love their dry shampoo. It is one of my top favorites. This is the Living Proof Triple Bond Complex. At the time when they launched this, it was not at Sephora, but I believe they have now since launched it. Again, this is one of those, it's just like the brand entirely. You cannot go wrong with. Their regular dry shampoo is good. This is the Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. I have their texture sprays. I've tried their heat protectants, even though most of their products like come with heat protectants in it. The only thing I have not tried from them is the shampoo and conditioner because I use different kinds. But across the board, like this brand entirely, if you are shopping the Sephora sale, just give one of these products from Living Proof a try. This is the Way Heat Protectant Spray, and definitely one of my favorites that I use. This one, it actually says you're supposed to use on damp hair. I use it on dry hair when I'm like restyling pieces and my hair is dry, just because I don't want to have to wet it again. But if ever I am blow drying my hair, I will obviously use this first. I love Way products. I also am planning on stocking up. I actually used it for the last time the other day, the Way Detox Shampoo. That one is really good, especially if you do use dry shampoo on an like regular basis. I will use that one like from time to time, and the other day, I mean, I used like the last bit of it. I stood there with it in the shower and I was like, come on, I know you got some product in there. So I don't even have that one with me because it is completely empty, so I am planning on stocking up on another one of those during the sale too. Masks, one that I'm completely out of, and I can't believe it. I never seem to like be without Olaplex, and that is just truthfully because I am so scatterbrained lately. My son's birthday was this past week and I've been thinking about it for so long. It just completely escaped my mind, but usually I keep Olaplex in my shower on rotation. Like that's one that stays in my shower because I just love it. It's one of my favorite hair masks. Anything Olaplex is, again, a great product. I've used the shampoo, the conditioner, the hair oil, I mean, all of it. It is all amazing, but specifically I need to, I don't even know if it's actually called a hair mask or like a hair treatment. It's like the number 3 though, but that is like the best one of all, and I'm going to stock up on it during the sale. Hair Perfector, that's what it's called. It's called a hair perfector, and people always like to correct me on that one when I refer to it as a hair mask. They say it's a hair perfector, so there you go. This is another one that is great, and I've only recently been using this one, but it's again. So I used this one a few years ago, and it was a really good one that I loved. I think I just ran out of it, and that was probably around the time I started using Olaplex, but my mom recently messaged me and was like, hey, I really need something just for my hair that's dry. What do you recommend? And I actually, first thing that came to mind was the Briogeo, and I was like, wait a minute, I have not used that in so long, so I purchased this and I love it so much. I actually used it before I curled my hair this time on Saturday, and I was a little nervous because with this stuff, your hair gets so soft that I was like, is my hair gonna hold curl? But it definitely has. I mean, it looks exactly like it did when I curled it. But this is the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. It has no harsh sulfates, no silicones, and no parabens. It has an Allure Beauty Award. It is so good. A little bit goes a long way. What I will do with this one, I'll get in the shower, wash my hair really quickly, put this in it, and then I'll usually clip my hair up, finish the rest of my shower, you know, shave, do all that kind of stuff, and then I'll rinse it out, and that really gives it time to sink in, and it just, oh, like your hair is so shiny and so silky after you use that mask. So those are all the hair products that I absolutely love and totally recommend to you guys from the sale. But some of those, again, it's just more like the brand itself in entirety is amazing. Whereas like Briogeo, I have only used this one product from them. Now for makeup, again, there's so many good things on the Sephora sale, but this is definitely one of my favorite foundations lately. This is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is the color Yukon. It's actually the one that I'm wearing today. I have Oslo, I think is how you would pronounce it. OSLO is the other color that I use when I'm a little bit paler. You're probably looking at me on screen being like, you can be paler than that? Yes. Yes, I can. But this foundation is incredible. It has, I kind of give it like a mixture between Estee Lauder Double Wear and like the Giorgio Armani, because I feel like this one, it doesn't have that like super mattifying, like just dried down appearance, but it also is extremely full coverage. So this has been one that I have loved for quite some time now. I have it in 2 colors. You can't go wrong with this foundation. It is a high-end foundation, but NARS is a great beauty brand, and this foundation is like one of the top 3 in my entire collection. And I actually shared that on Instagram the other day, and I said like, that's top 2. Like it's Estee Lauder Double Wear, because that's just like definitely the best foundation, like the one I would recommend for a wedding. And then right next to it, NARS Light Reflecting. Charlotte Tilbury is always a hot product, and definitely one that is a little bit more expensive. So of course I'm gonna recommend buying it when it is on sale. The colors that I wear all the time, and I always make sure to stock up on these when the sale happens, is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Pencil and Pillow Talk. I call this Old Faithful. If you have been following me for any substantial amount of time, you have probably, if you've heard me talk about a lip liner, heard me talk about this. It's gorgeous. It lasts so long. It's the prettiest color, and it goes with every single lipstick color that I have without morphing every single lipstick color into that. You know how sometimes like lip liner can bleed? This one doesn't do that. It is absolutely incredible. So I always stock up on the Charlotte Tilbury, but I like to wear it with the KKW lipstick color. Pillow Talk itself is a very beautiful color. I personally don't like Pillow Talk medium on me. I think it's a little bit too dark. And I actually had this experience, and I heard from a couple other people that Pillow Talk medium is actually a little bit chalkier. So if you've ever tried just that one color and you were like, ugh, I hated the lip color, it wasn't for me, maybe just try a different color, because I feel like that was definitely a chalkier consistency than any of her other products. But the Kim KW is definitely a lighter shade. It's what I'm wearing today. I'm actually wearing the Pillow Talk Lip Cheat Liner as well. It just makes a really pretty light pink, kind of light mauve color. So Kim KW in this lipstick, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I wear this like year round, and it is definitely one of the top items on sale. Rare Beauty, I have liked everything I've tried from them, but I haven't tried, you know, a ton of stuff. This is the Mesmerize highlighter, just so you guys can see. Like, I have used this thing and it is gorgeous. I know that some people say highlighter's out. I will die on my hill for highlighter. It just always makes my skin look a lot better. I don't love a super matte makeup appearance as I get older. I just like something that's a little bit more glowy, and this is definitely buildable. You can make this very blinding if you go in with a heavy hand, but if you go in with a light hand, it just has the prettiest, most subtle glow. This color I think does stay sold out pretty frequently, but again, it's Mesmerize. and it is perfect. I have a few, I feel like I've tried a lot of, like, when I find one product that I like, I will be more open to trying the entire brand. And by Moriah is another one that I've been so impressed with. But the three that I kind of gravitate towards every single time. So this is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in Light. This is definitely a very, very light color when it goes on. I feel like the pan, you look at that and you're like, that is light. I promise it is. This I actually use as a very lightweight foundation when I am just kind of wanting to go for a really glowy look during the summertime, because it still covers everything, but it's just got a lightweight feel, a lightweight finish. His Soft Glow highlighter in the color Pearl is also gorgeous. Now this one has definitely more yellow undertones than the Rare Beauty, but again, buildable. If you go in with a super heavy hand, but I mean even a light hand, you're gonna get that gorgeous glow. Now I have to tell you, please be careful with this one. I love this. This is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Protector, again in the color Light. When you open it up, you're like, that does not look light. So this one kind of has layers to it, and you can see the lighter color here. This I actually really like for bronzer as well. I'll use it sometimes for an eyeshadow. I feel like this isn't something I would put all over my skin, but I had a time with shipping. So if you're gonna buy this, definitely I would do again online and then pick up in store, because at least my store always is sold out of by Moriah products. This one does not ship kindly. I think I had 2 or 3 issues and I finally was like, okay, I gotta give up. I can't do it. So this one is such a lightweight powder that it did seem to really like crack and just have a bunch of issues with shipping. So I would recommend buying that one online, picking up in store, but it is amazing and I love it for a bronzer. For my pale skin, if you have like tanner skin than I do, you are probably good to go to use that all over. And then this actually, anytime I've tried a Tatcha product, I have liked them, but they are definitely up there in the luxury price. Like Tatcha products can get expensive fast. So this is the Tatcha Indigo Overnight Repair Serum Cream, and I have used so much of this. This is actually almost empty. When I got pregnant with this baby, my skin went through it again. I get really dry skin the first trimester of pregnancy, but I also get super, super dry skin during the winter months. And since I really hit that first trimester stride in December and January, I was really struggling with like skin that was just drier than I had ever in my life experienced, and I didn't know what to do. And I looked up some really deep, almost like, I would say like deep conditioning for your face moisturizers. And this one came up also as pregnancy safe. So I was like, you know what? It's a high price, but let me try it. And this absolutely saved my skin. It helped so much. Of course, you know, I was able to exfoliate off the skin and really still take care of it the best way I knew how. But I mean, you're not going to be able to fight hormones as much, especially when you're pregnant. So do keep in mind, if you are riding the wave of that first trimester, this definitely can help if you have dry skin. But you know, so I've always said this, like, you can fight hormones, you're most likely not gonna win, but you can help it. And that was one thing that helped my skin. And then the last brand is just one of like the newest brands that I'm completely obsessed with. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me talk about this. It is Sae Beauty. So I got in a sample of some products and immediately was like, I have to try more. This is actually a clean beauty brand. Now, if you've paid attention to anything I've shared, clean beauty is not something I am extremely, like, it's not something I'm like diehard for. I believe life is lived in the balance. So if something is clean and it also doesn't forfeit like the quality of it, I'm totally down for it. And I feel like that is one thing that I love about Sae. Sephora does have a clean at Sephora list, but I always have to say this, especially just because I have brought up pregnancy. Just because it is clean doesn't mean it's pregnancy safe. Just because it's pregnancy safe doesn't mean it's clean. Those two are not interchangeable terms. There are plenty of items on the clean at Sephora list that other websites deem as not clean, and also that are not even sort of pregnancy safe. So be careful with that list, but this is one that you will see on there. I think all of these products, just depending on what they are. But This brand I am completely obsessed with because the quality is also there and it's clean. So this is the Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer in light bronze. Light. That does not look light, but it is perfect for my paler skin. This is one of the best cream bronzers that I have ever used. I love it, and this was actually the #1 recommended product to me when I asked people, hey, I want to try Say Beauty. What's something you guys recommend? Everyone was like, if you don't get anything, get the cream bronzer. So the color for that is light bronze. This translucent powder I do like, but hold on. This is one that only works well on my skin when I'm not having a super oily day. So my skin now, pregnancy again has changed it. I would say it's back to normal. I do have some oilier days, but for the most part, I feel like this one's good if my skin is not having like a super oily day. It is translucent. This is the translucent color, but you can kind of see it has a little bit of a like yellow undertone to it, and I worry when I see yellow undertones with translucent. This is truly translucent when you put it on, and it does stay put all day. It's just, I recommend it for maybe normal to dry skin tones versus oily. And then 2 cream products. Now this is not blinding. This is the Say Glow Super Gel Star Glow. This is one I believe you can put either under all of your foundation to really create a glow, or you can use it as a highlighter. So it does not have that super blinding effect, but if you're very into cream products, which I am, this is a great option. But this sucker packs a punch. This is the full name is the Dew Blush in the color Rosy. The tiniest amount of this is going to really give you a gorgeous rosy glow on your cheeks. I think that if you have specifically like purple kind of undertones, like purple pink undertones, this is actually going to be very pretty on your skin. I don't have yellow undertones to mine, so I'm not sure what a yellow undertone would look good, but if you are looking for a color and you've got that like purple or like pink or red skin, Rosy is great. And then I did purchase 3 brushes, and I have mixed opinions about one of them. These 2 are incredible. I can't think of the full name of these. One of them is like the foundation brush and one of them is the bronzer brush. These are incredible because they are very dense. I prefer a powder brush to be denser as well, but if you don't prefer a dense powder brush and you like one that's very lightweight, this is actually going to be a really great brush for you. It's just not my first choice, but I like how heavy duty these feel. They feel very luxurious, but specifically the foundation and the bronzer are so dense and they really pack on the product without making it look cakey. You're not gonna have to use a ton and they work well. This one I have been using if I just wanna like touch up right here throughout the day on my under eye because it's really nice with a touch up. But again, if you like a lighter weight, like really, I don't want to call it a looser brush, but if you just want something that's not as dense for your powder, then this is a great option. And I think that's everything. Honestly, this is everything that I wanted to share today that I just love and repurchase over and over and over. I don't think I've ever truthfully been unhappy with the Sephora purchase because I usually do a lot of research before I buy things, and I will like my favorite beauty bloggers, I'll really take their recommendations serious, and so when I find something I love, usually it's from them and it's from Sephora. Fenty Beauty is a great brand. Again, there are a lot of just really good brands throughout the sale, but definitely make sure you guys are taking advantage of it. It's such a good sale, and again, 20% off if you are a Rouge member, 15% off if you're VIB, or 10 if you are Insider, and you can go right now and create an account and you'll be an Insider. So at the bare minimum, you're gonna get 10% off at Sephora during the sale. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I explained everything thoroughly for y'all. Love you so much. Don't forget to click the subscribe button below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.